Just walking. Just walking and talking.
Any fun weekend plans?
What?
Any fun weekend plans?
Oh, I have a family Halloween party
Oh, fun.
today.
That'll be fun.
Yesterday we carved pumpkins and stuff, so yep, just all that with all my nieces and nephews, and
Oh, that's fun.
my sister's hosting it. She really gets, I don't know,
She gets into it.
she's a big family person now.
Oh, good.
She wasn't growing up as much,
really?
but she had kids, and
It's like, this might be more important than I
yeah,
thought.
she changed quite a bit, so
Usually people go the opposite, I feel like.
yeah, she's very into family stuff and has little parties for everybody and
that's
stuff like that.
nice.
So, yep, go and do that tonight.
That'll be fun.
Yep. What about yourself?
Really? We have like fall cleanup, the yard work.
Oh yeah,
Supposed to be happy weather next week. Did you see that?
yeah. I saw it's supposed to be like below freezing.
I know. So
Already,
we're
so.
gonna just do a lot of yard work today.
I remember Halloween usually always being so cold though.
I know.
Like when I was growing up, sometimes I'd never want to wear the costume that I had as a kid
Sure.
because it was so cold
I
outside.
know, for sure.
So.
We've been so lucky this year.
Yep. The cold just barely hit this last like 4 days or something like that.
I know we've been lucky this year. But can't complain. I'll take it. I know we usually do like hot chocolate for we like chocolate outside our house for the trick-or-treaters, but like it looks like it's like in the snow.
Oh yeah.
So that
Sometimes
might
it
not
does.
happen.
We hardly ever get any trick-or-treaters. We have a really long driveway.
Oh.
And so they never want to walk down the whole driveway
yeah.
or whatever, so.
I know we live in the end of a cul-de-sac, so we actually
Oh,
don't
yeah.
get very many.
Yeah, we hardly ever get any. If we do get some, it's like they're from the ward
Oh, yeah.
or they're from like, they're our family, and
Yeah,
it's just like, oh, the nieces came over to,
yeah. No, that's
My-
kind of nice.
my brother brought their kids over or something
And
like
you
that.
can give them a full-size candy bar.
Yeah, then we give them more treats, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's usually just a few people from the ward, and so,
Yeah, we really don't
Stuff
get
like
that
that.
many either. I
Yeah.
think just ours being the end. I was thinking, I actually went this morning today and I was going to get it. I was like, maybe like a soda would be something fun or different. And soda, we don't drink a lot of soda.
yeah.
It's so expensive.
I think we've done that like 1 year.
I feel like it's like gone up like $5. Even like the one with Costco, I'm like, okay, well, that's not gonna work.
When I was in college, I gave up eating candy or drinking any soda or anything like that. It was just
yeah.
too expensive.
Oh yeah.
And
it's
so it was like
expensive.
I only ate like chicken and rice and potatoes, and it was
Yeah.
like, oh, you know what? Eating cheaper is healthier almost.
Oh, for sure. It is.
So I
for
didn't,
sure.
yeah, I didn't spend any money on anything else.
I actually remember in college one time I was in like an economics class and it never clicked. I know it's stupid, but he said if you think about it, if you go get like $1 Coke every day at the gas station, you're spending $30 a month on yourself on one beverage.
Yeah.
So I like ever since then I've never been. I'll drink a soda every once in a while, but I'm not one of these like fizz people.
Oh yeah.
Way
You
too
want
expensive.
you want to know what's worse than soda? Even is coffee.
Oh, it's so expensive.
Yeah, it's like $5. If you go to, there's a coffee shop
Yeah,
right over
like
there.
Starbucks or even
Or
more.
Starbucks will end up being like $6 or $7 for a cup of coffee. And if you do that every day, that's like a couple $100.
Yeah.
Oh,
Even
like,
those, what do you call them? The refreshers, the like green tea.
oh yeah, I know
They're
what you're talking
They're
about.
like $6 for like water.
Yeah, it gets expensive.
Yeah, I can make my own drink for that.
My sister and my mom, they don't even really drink soda. They're like, oh, it's so bad for you. So they have, have you ever had LaCroix?
Oh yeah, I don't love
know what I'm I don't like it either,
It's
but
gross.
it's just like tastes like salt water.
It's like Alka-Seltzer.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
It's gross.
Yeah, but they drink that so they can get some kind of like soda
Yeah.
flavor.
Have you heard of that Olipop?
Oh yeah, I've had that.
It tastes better.
It does. It's pretty good.
Whatever that sucker's called.
Yeah.
The Lollipop or whatever tastes a little bit better. But I'm sure none of them are the street water.
Yeah, that's what my sister-in-law buys Olipop for her kids.
Yeah, I think it's better for you. But it's like, for a can, it's like $2.50. So yeah, we'll just stick with water. I try to just,
Yeah, you know what? I find out it seems like the more that I'm active, the more I like to drink water anyways.
I do too.
It's like my body knows. It's like
Yeah,
the soda hurts my throat and it messes with my stomach
yeah,
and
for sure.
it's like the more that I'm active and things like that.
I know.
So
It is funny. I have a ton of friends that are like super health conscious, but then they drink Diet Coke or Mountain Dew like all day, and like
yeah,
that is probably
it's a lot of
the worst thing for you.
yep.
It can't be good. Just the sheer taste of it.
Yeah, but the more walking I do, I was running a lot every day, but then I was like, you know, I can't keep this up.
Yeah.
Like I was like running like 3 miles a day or something like that. But then I was like, but I can keep up just walking.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? Like I can come to the gym every day and just walk.
Yeah, get your steps in.
But
Walking's a lot better for your joints.
yeah,
She runs like 10 miles every day.
yeah. See, that's right now I'm walking almost 8 miles a day.
Oh wow.
So I mean, I just don't have much else to do. I'm kind of in the middle of work and stuff like that. So I just rather than sit at home, I would rather just come here and just walk.
Do
So
you do it all at the same time or come
no, I
back?
can't. I don't do it all at the same time. That'd
Oh,
be
that's good.
yeah. I
They
come like
say that's better for you to kind of break it up.
yeah, 3 times a day, walk 2 miles or 3 miles each time.
I was reading somewhere, I think it was that new stuff with RFK that's coming out. He was saying like it's not great for you to do like all your exercise at one time, and that so Americans are getting better at exercising at one time of the day, but then the rest of the day they're sitting. It's like it's more beneficial to like it's
Yeah.
better for your blood sugar. So if you like do 20-minute or 30-minute segments throughout the day, it's better to balance your blood sugar. I need to be better with that.
Yeah. I used to be really into bodybuilding. I mean, that's all I used to do. When I went to college, I had to have some kind of hobby.
Yeah.
My hobby was like bodybuilding.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I was like super fit there for a while. I had the whole 6-pack and
Yeah.
everything like that. But then nowadays it's like if I'm because I'm starting to gain weight and just like I feel like I'm just getting older. You know what I mean? I'm starting to gain weight and stuff.
Oh, I doubt it.
I'm just like, oh, I can't come and just exercise for 45 minutes.
Yeah.
And because if I exercise like that, I don't want to come back.
Yeah, for sure.
But if I'm just walking and stuff like that, then I can come back throughout the day.
Yeah,
And it's
no,
like,
for sure you have to like listen to your body.
yeah, I don't know. I'm in a really interesting spot. It's like work. I don't know what I'm gonna do still. It's like I've got my degree, you know, but I haven't found out anything that just works for me. So it's like
Yeah.
I can't go and sit down in some place. It's like
Yeah.
I'm sort of an active individual, but it's like I just get anxiety in the workplace too much. Like
Yeah, just sitting.
just sitting there, or just like doing nothing. Feel like I'm wasting my life.
Yeah, no, I get it.
So
I feel like you'd be good at like something like marketing or communications or something like that.
that's what my brother does.
Yeah, I feel
Actually.
like you'd be good at that.
So I
I
mean,
feel like you have that creative brain where you'd be good at that. Just like
yeah,
even like you have a special talent to be able to like create content and think of things like for your I feel like you'd be good at that.
yeah. That's why I've tried to do the YouTube, is because it allows me free time, and it's
Yeah,
like
for sure.
I don't have to be responsible to anybody but myself. But I'm just so lost in this world when it's like, oh, it's so competitive.
I know, it's so
Who can be better, and like,
Yes, for sure.
I'm just like, you know what? What happens when you're not the best?
Yeah, no,
It's
and
like,
that's what pushes you. There's always going to
yeah,
be someone better at something.
it pushes me, but it also brings me down and makes me a little depressed because
Yeah.
it's like, oh man, like I'm really not going to be able to have like the big house or I don't know. It's just like,
No.
yeah, I don't know. At some point in time, there has to be realization of like reality.
Yeah.
Just like, maybe I'm not going to have all that stuff.
Yeah.
And so it's like,
Okay.
I don't know. I'm still just finding my way, and just like I've just got to focus on. Okay, well, if I just be a nice person and
Yeah, for sure. You bring your own
You know.
life to the world.
be a nice person, and hopefully, I don't end up on welfare or something like that.
Yeah,
You know what I
no.
mean?
You'll be fine. I feel like you're hardworking.
Well, yeah, I have been. I've had like 10 jobs these last,
Yeah.
but see, none of them have paid enough for me to like really move out. I still live with my parents,
Yeah, that's okay.
and you know what I mean. So it's just like, it's the world works against me in a lot of ways because it's like, oh, I'm the uncle. I'm still not married. I don't have kids, and I live in my parents' basement. And they're just like, oh, you're the typical like guy that lives in his mom's basement. And I'm like,
There's nothing
But-
wrong with that.
yeah. The internet seems to think otherwise, though.
Like you're lucky you have good parents
Yeah.
to take you in and help you. A lot
Yeah,
of
I
parents
should.
kick their kid out.
I
So,
should.
I think that's a blessing.
Well, they
And
have.
obviously,
Yeah.
you're pleasant and they know you're doing your best. So it's not like you're like couch
Yeah,
surfing
they
all
they
day.
have tried to like, okay, like give me some motivation to
Yeah.
like get, and it's like I did, but the thing is like I've tried so hard, but it's, you know what I mean. I've been fired from a few jobs
Yeah.
just because they're like, oh, I don't know. My friends say I have a problem with authority, but like I said, I just get anxiety because, and I start thinking like my life is going to be wasted away. Just like I want to have an amazing
You wanna
life,
have it
and
figured out.
yeah, I want to be able to make
Yeah.
enough money to support myself. And like I said, I've still never had enough money to actually, rent, insurance,
Yeah.
like dentist, you know what I mean, like dental, whatever else, phone bill, internet. Like I can't afford all
Yeah.
that. You know what I mean?
Well,
Like,
and honestly, I think a lot of people are in that. I think
Yeah,
there's a
sure.
ton of people.
I mean, I know that usually when
And
you
they're
take a loan out on
acquiring
your
so
home.
much debt. I
Yeah.
feel bad for some of these. And like, honestly, it's probably smart you're not like jumping into a relationship or having kids.
See, I haven't wanted to, not being, because I've not been in a good position.
Yeah, well, yeah, but
So.
look at someone that maybe is like lonely. They're like, I need companionship, and they're having kids, and it's getting, the stress and the. I think you're probably more responsible in that way. Just like knowing you can't support that.
Yeah, I've just never had luck with women anyways either.
Yeah.
I've just tried to be a good person, but I'm like, I wasn't the most popular in school. I wasn't like the star athlete or whatever. It's like I had a few flings in college,
Yeah.
but that's basically where it kind of began and also like fizzled off. And now it's like, oh, now I'm really in a weird spot. It's like just living at home with my parents. I feel like it's the most unattractive
No.
place somebody can, you know what I mean? They're like, and especially when it's like, oh yeah, what do I do for work? Well, I'm trying to do YouTube, and they're like, oh great, oh great, I'm not gonna,
Okay.
yeah. I mean,
People doing that.
it's just forced me to think differently about love and stuff like that. Like I just,
For sure.
I mean, I've come to my own sort of like, love is something that if it's proven to you, the more that it's like, it can be anything.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, well, the more that love is anything, it's like it doesn't necessarily have to be expressed in like a relationship like other people have. It can just be the sunrise coming up over the mountain, and I'm sitting there, enjoying it or something like that. And
No,
So-
you don't need.
I mean, not to say that I wouldn't enjoy having a companion or something like that. It's just what I've to cope
Yeah, for sure.
with my experience that I've had. It's what I've come to
like,
come to believe in it or something like that. Or
so like a lot of that is luck that it works out. Like,
yeah, it's different. There's a lot of different reasons. Maybe I was born just not at the right height, or
no.
you know what I mean, or something
No,
like that.
sometimes
Like,
I think it's luck and timing and
yeah,
finding someone that's, I don't know.
yeah, no. I mean, I've had obviously a long time to think about this one. Just through school, all my friends usually had girlfriends. And,
girlfriend.
yeah, but I don't know. I was always smaller too. Like I was always like, I think that played a big role into it. Like I was always like, I was only like 70 pounds in junior high.
Oh, you were like,
No, I was like
yeah,
super
you were a
tiny.
late bloomer.
Yeah, I didn't grow at all until college, and it's like
Yeah.
now I'm taller than most of my friends.
Yeah,
Like
for
I'm
sure.
5'10",
That's what my husband was.
5'11".
He like didn't, he was like 150 pounds when he graduated.
Oh yeah, so that's me too. Yeah. Now I'm at 200 or whatever,
He
but
was tiny. But
now I feel like I'm overweight.
no.
That's what I.
We're always never happy with where
Yeah,
we're at.
I know, right? But I totally feel like that though. I'm like, I'm like overweight now. So,
My son's like, he's on the football team at the high school, but
oh yeah, it's nice.
he's like he's been working really hard to be really strong, but he's like so paranoid. It's funny that my girls are not like this, but he's really paranoid about like gaining weight. Like it's funny when you pick a boy, like a senior boy would, like boys do care. He's really worried about like when this all comes to an end.
Just
Like
life.
getting a dad bod. I'm like,
Oh
who
yeah,
cares?
for sure. Yeah, no, I can actually feel like I can sympathize with that. It's like when I was like 21, I was like thinking, is this the best physique I'm ever gonna get?
Well, I know. I'm like, you
know?
don't worry about it. Nobody thinks like that.
Well, there's at least one other person that kind of you can say I met somebody who kind of thinks like that.
You really don't need to worry about it.
Yeah, no, it's just I think a lot of what goes along with that is like the idea of death too. It's like,
Yeah, for sure. Just getting older.
yeah, it's like I'm afraid of getting old. I'm afraid of
Yes.
losing control, and
Well, and like, I think the idea of ending football, he doesn't like the idea of that, but I'm like...
was he gonna try and play in college or?
He's only had like a few people look, like he's
Yeah.
only had like SUU or something.
See, that's where I went.
Oh, you
Was
did?
SUU, yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't necessarily the smartest, but I got a scholarship to SUU, and see, I'm like right in between everything.
Oh,
I'm not
yeah.
a complete idiot,
No, that's
but I'm not like
important.
I'm not like a genius, you know what I mean? So
However,
went to SUU, and yeah, but I had one friend that went to the NFL
oh, really?
from SUU.
Oh, that's awesome.
Had a few friends that are pretty smart. I met some friends down at SU. A few of them became doctors. I had some friends growing up that became doctors and stuff. And it's like, yeah, you got to be next level smart.
Yeah.
So.
Usually, I was kind of interested in aviation,
Oh, nice.
but they actually are the only school in the state that have parachutes on their small planes. So I actually like, well, if you want to do football there for a year or so and then start the flight program, I like.
Oh
the
yeah, they
idea
have
of
that flight program. Yeah.
I don't really love the idea of those little planes, anyways, but they have.
Well, I've been just to let you know, I was in a plane crash in a little plane.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, with my dad.
That's terrifying.
Yeah, like I have scars on my face, like this right here.
Oh no.
That's from bashing my head on
Oh
the
my gosh.
front of an
Well, at
airplane.
least you lived.
Yeah, I mean, I thought I was gonna die when we were up in the air,
Oh my
but
gosh, that's terrifying.
was just kind of like, I'm not gonna freak out because how would that help?
No, I know.
So
That's terrifying. Those little planes terrify me.
yeah, it's something that's kind of been in my family. My grandpa has his license.
Oh yeah.
My dad has his license or whatever, just for fun
Yeah.
or whatever, but
It's a really expensive.
yeah, it's an expensive, it is. I mean, they probably didn't own it outright. I'm sure it's just like
Oh yeah.
payments on a home kind of thing or something
Yeah.
like that, but
No, that's expensive.
and the fuel is probably some of the most expensive
Yeah.
fuel or whatever, but Yep, I've been in a plane wreck.
Oh dear. Yeah, I don't know what. It's just hard to figure out. I want my kids to like,
You want them to be succeeding.
yeah, and I want them
Do
to
something
like,
safe
something
and-
where they're like contributing to the world.
Yeah.
That's kind of our end goal.
See, my plan was to be a doctor.
Oh yeah.
That was my plan, but it's just like eventually I got to some classes that were just too hard for me. Like
Yeah.
I did pretty well in high school, and I took a lot of hard classes, but it's just next level when you have to like
Oh, it is for sure.
you have to memorize the whole human body, and it's just like takes very special people.
No, it is for
That's
sure.
why it's only a few people, and it's like,
I know.
you know,
It's a whole different league.
so
No.
I
Yeah.
bounced around in college doing a bunch of
No, that's good.
stuff.
Well, at least you like figured out what you didn't want to do.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. I'm more into spiritual and God and things like that than I ever was growing up. Just because it's like, you know, like if I can't find out anything that I'm supposed to do, or then maybe I just need to like be thankful for life and
Yeah,
try to
for
be
sure.
like I said, try to be a positive person. And
Yeah.
whatever I can do in that sense.
Yeah, for
You know,
sure.
I just get super bad anxiety nowadays because I think it's like I've got this reinforced idea that I'm just not good enough.
Yeah.
And it's like led me down some weird roads. You know what I mean? Like I grew up in the church and whatever else and stuff like
Yeah.
that. But it's like after long enough, I just felt like, oh man, I'm not succeeding in this world.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I grew out my hair, I grew out my beard and mustache. I have tattoos now, my ears pierced, and it's just like, you know, one more thing to just try to like reach some idea that I can be creative
Yeah,
or
that you can be you.
yeah, exactly, that I can like be myself or whatever. But you know, it's just got me into more and more trouble, and
Yeah.
I don't know,
I
trying
know,
to.
we're all just
So,
trying to figure it out.
but
At the end of the day, we're all just doing our best, and hopefully people feel some love at some point.
life is interesting to say the least, you know.
I know it is.
So
I'm kind of like, hey, how are ya?
up Tara. I went to school with her sister.
Oh, really?
She's a year older than I am.
Oh, okay.
She's from my age. We went to Lane High. And,
The late night?
yeah.
Oh, okay. So are you
So.
34? 35?
32.
Oh, okay. I was thinking
She's-
30.
I mean, yeah, she's probably 33 or 34, but
Oh,
she's
okay.
in the year older than I am.
Oh, cool.
So
She's super cute.
yeah, but I know her sister because her sister is a year younger than she is and was in my age group.
Oh, okay.
So I know her sister really, really well, Casey Johnson.
Oh, okay, cool.
But
She's the one with kids.
yeah, she has
Yeah.
kids and a family.
Yeah, Tara's
Stuff.
super cute.
That's cool. You're a football mom. My brother did football at Layton,
Oh,
and
really?
yeah, So.
Yeah.
I did wrestling.
Oh, yeah, wrestling's big.
Yeah, wrestling's not.
Never gotten into wrestling, but actually I think it would be good for my voice.
It's hard.
It looks hard.
It's
I actually
and the
can't
coaches
believe
are.
they still can pull off the weight loss and
Oh,
those
yeah.
extreme diets.
See, I
and
never
stuff.
had to do that because I was always smaller, anyways.
Well, a lot of the football players on my son's team, like a lot of his friends, right after football, they have to go on like these extreme cuts.
Yeah.
Like, I'm surprised in this like generation that I don't know that they're able to do that. It just seems like there's always people like that's not healthy or whatever, but
Especially younger, probably.
yeah,
Doing
like
that.
ninth graders do it.
Yeah.
But no, I think wrestling is awesome.
I got a couple medals, but I wasn't good enough to like do it in college or anything like
Well, I
that.
think
But
it's a good sport to learn. And it's so good, like the discipline of it and stuff. I think it's awesome.
Yeah.
I like those individual sports.
a lot of time it's a lot of rougher kids, but sports has a kind of a way of attracting a lot of rough kids anyways that
Well, I know that's
You know. it's easy to get in trouble with a lot of the kids
I
in
know.
sports.
That's the one thing I don't think my son, I don't know if like college football would be good for him because he's just like a traditional, I don't know, he's just like kind of a traditional, he's very like quiet.
Yeah.
I don't see him being in that environment well, to be honest. Like I think most kids would grow up, but he's just not very introverted. So I don't
Yeah.
see him. He's very like humble and quiet, but he's just a big kid.
Well, as long as he has some way to like participate with people, you know what I mean? Whether
I
it's
know.
go to parties or go to church, something
for sure.
or something in between, like
Yeah, for sure. And I think there would be
you
a
know,
mix
so-
of kids in the football
yeah.
realm.
But you can still do it, like, and I know especially, but it's like it seems to lean either one way or the other. Like
I know that's what I've
it's like
heard.
either you just are going to church, especially in Utah,
Yeah, for sure.
and if you're not going to church, then you're at the parties
Yeah,
or something, you know.
for
And
sure.
you're, I had lots of people. They all got their scholarships taken away and
Yeah.
whatever else. One kid, you know, gets some girl pregnant at BYU and
Oh, yeah.
gets all of his stuff taken away, gets kicked off the team, and
Yeah, and
Stuff
I
like
think
that.
he actually would like to go to BYU, but he's not good enough for BYU. That's like a
yeah.
whole different group.
Like I said, that one friend that I had went to SUU and then went to the NFL.
Oh, that's awesome.
So I mean, it is possible to go from SUU too,
Yeah, for sure.
but
SUU usually has a pretty good team.
yeah, they're all right.
Yeah.
I was-
don't know, we'll see.
Yeah, I was like, I like sports, but I can't really watch that much. I'm like,
Oh,
I never
I
was,
can't either.
I never
We
was
have
big into
football
watching it.
all
Yeah,
day.
that's how it is at my house too. My dad,
This is so much.
yeah, he watches. He has like all the sport. He came up to me like he was so happy about it. I was like, I'm glad you're happy about it. But he finally got all the sports packages
Oh my gosh.
on like TV.
Oh, like the.
It was like, yeah, he has like
ESPN
NFL
package.
Sunday package.
That's how our house is. Like, this is insane.
And it's like football going all the time, and I'm like, yeah, like, Dad, I love sports. Like, I'm a boy. Yeah, I did sports my whole life, but
Holy cow.
I can't just watch. I can't watch.
No. My
that
family
much.
wasn't like this growing up, but my husband is really into sports. And now I have two sons that are.
I finally did it. I finally got we have all the sports packages. I was like,
Oh my gosh.
it was funny.
I'm sure we have that. And I'm like, why are we, like, I feel like my husband calls and adds a new channel all the time for like a new game. Like the Jazz game last night, we couldn't watch it, so we added one. It's like,
Oh yeah.
oh my gosh, we have like 800 sports channels.
Yeah, at my house sometimes. Well, we have like a YouTube TV now and stuff like that. So
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like the TV is like a smart TV.
Yeah,
And you can like split shows on it.
yeah.
So there's like 4.
That's what ours is.
Oh yeah, he'll have like four sports shows going on at once.
I know, so we had like the Yankees game.
Yeah.
And then the Jazz game, and then they were flipping it from a high school football game. I'm like, this is way too much.
Yeah. Well, one of my brothers, the one that's into marketing and stuff like that, he actually went to Notre Dame.
Oh, really?
So he went to an Ivy League school and got his master's there. But for his
Wow, that's awesome.
for my dad's birthday, he bought him a plane ticket to go out there and see a football.
Oh, yeah.
A football
that's
game
what,
with him.
My husband's been to a couple of those. That's
Oh, really?
Cool. He says it's an awesome campus.
Yeah.
Is your family Catholic?
No.
Oh.
But we grew up LDS.
Oh, okay.
My parents
Went
are
to Notre
still
Dame?
practice. He just he got accepted into the program. He knew some. He was at Utah State University,
Oh, really?
and he was doing some like some work with somebody who had been a teacher at Notre Dame,
Oh, okay, cool.
and just it was like Franklin Covey, this guy
Oh,
Franklin
yeah.
Covey, and they got him accepted into Notre Dame. He just went because it was a good school. Yeah. So he just went because it was a good school, but I mean, he's the most active member of the church of the whole family.
Oh, good for him.
So he went out there.
Our neighbor, their son's at Notre Dame. but they're very Catholic.
Yeah, they're
They
super.
were saying if you're not, the tuition is like 50% higher or something.
Yeah.
So you have to go on scholarship, but they were saying even if you're not Catholic, it's like 10 grand a semester or something.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm not sure how much he paid or what his deal was, if he had a scholarship or something like that. But
Yeah.
he went and did all that. We went and visited the campus once, and it is like it's like castles everywhere
Oh,
and
that's awesome.
stained glass windows on everything
yeah.
and stuff like that. Dragons and angels and
Yeah, that's awesome.
all over the campus, but statues of the Virgin Mary and Jesus
Yeah, that's awesome.
and stuff like that because it is super Catholic. So.
Have you ever watched the Untold, the documentary?
No, my mom's probably watching though. She watches.
It's that kid. What's his name? Manti Teo or something.
Okay.
He's from Hawaii, but he played at Notre Dame. He's that kid that got catfished.
I've never heard of that.
Well, so he basically, it's actually terrifying. He was like chatting with this girl for like 2 years, and she basically, well, and then she like claimed she died, and then he found out that it was really a guy.
Huh.
Anyways, like super crazy story. But he went to Notre Dame. But he was just saying, so he's LDS, and then he went and played at NFL, but he was just saying how great of an environment Notre Dame was, and like the good people, and he just really like hyped up. But he did a lot of stuff on the campus, like documentaries. It looks amazing. I really want to go there.
Yeah, it's fun.
He was
They're,
just saying, like, administration and everything, how great they were to work to him. It's like a really crazy story. It was a long time ago. I feel like it was like, here, when did that been? Maybe like 10 years ago. But yeah, it's a crazy story. He played he's from Hawaii, and I think he played for the Chargers. Anyways, crazy story. But not really bad story.
Yeah, I've been catfished a bunch.
Really?
Yeah, I've tried dating apps. I'm like, you know what? Like, I don't want to feel like an aggressive male.
Yeah.
It's like I hate feeling like that.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I mean? Like, especially everyone's like, why don't you meet somebody in the gym? And I'm like, well, I feel like a lot of people come here to have their own personal time, and it's
Yeah,
like
this is like
the one thing I've tried to always avoid being is like a creep.
I know.
You know, and it's like I don't want to be the guy who's like trying to hit on girls in the gym or something like that.
No.
So I was like, I'm gonna try some dating apps because then it's like mutually people are already looking
Yeah.
as
for
well.
sure.
But it's like for a guy, there's so many scams on the dating app. It's like,
Really?
oh yeah, like I get people asking me for money like almost every time. I can guarantee. Yeah, if it's like a cute girl that I match with or whatever,
Yeah.
it's just somebody who's like, oh, like, they try to get you to like buy cryptocurrencies and like,
Gosh.
yeah, it's like never real.
Oh dear.
Yeah, it's like it happens all. It's
What
like,
app do you use?
well, it's like on all of them. It's like
Oh.
Tinder, Bumble,
Bumble, yeah.
Hinge, Mutual. There's fake people on all of them.
Oh, great.
Yeah, it's just those are the mainstream apps.
My
Too.
daughter has Mutual. I think she's on Hinge too.
But I've never had luck with any of them.
No, she had this kind of weird thing. So she met this weird guy, but like, it was just strange. Like, he like pretended he was a friend of a friend, and he like was a big liar. So she just deleted it. I mean, you aren't too young for that.
Yeah.
I don't know about that. That whole thing might be super.
See,
I know it
the-
could be worked out for some people, but that's terrible.
Yeah, you know what? I'm just like, maybe I will just be single my whole life. And it's like, I don't know. It's like, I feel like you can get into relationships and have it not be weird the more natural it is. Like if you're in school growing up with somebody
Yeah, for sure.
and things like that. And so it's like, my time for that is past. So it's like I can be like some sovereign individual that has like, I'm really spiritual and be a single guy, but then I can only do that for so long before I'm a weirdo.
Yeah.
A weirdo like that too.
No.
So I don't know. No matter what I do, it's like, oh yeah, it's like some weird guy you met on the internet or but
I just worry, like, I worry about people. I keep telling my kids, I feel like my daughter, like, they're like, I mean, she's only 19, but she's just like, she's trying, like, so hard to, like, I don't know, I'm like, you need to try this hard to, like, make something work or something, or make something happen with that. I think it won't happen as it's supposed to. I hate the idea about all of us, like,
that's what my mom says about me too. She's like, you'll find a job. She's like, Austin, you'll find a job when it's like, I think that's just I think it's a mom's thing.
like,
Yeah.
you're trying so hard and you're like so great and like people love you and then you're like I think I hate the idea of someone trying so hard and then like lowering their standards or even just marrying someone that maybe isn't the best for them.
Yeah, it's like, oh, this is as good as I can do or something.
Yeah.
It's like,
And
yeah.
then like we don't need to let people like make you feel bad about yourselves. I don't know.
Yeah, life is like I was saying earlier, life is competitive. It's like there's the best looking people in school and they a lot of times get together and it's like everyone else is trying to play catch up and it's
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
you know, now we got the election and it's like a lot of it's popularity and you know, things like that and I'm just like, oh well. My mom always tells me, your time, don't worry about it. You're like things will happen for you and I'm like, yeah, well maybe in the next life or something.
Well, I know. I think things work out.
Okay,
for
Mom.
us.
I love you,
I'm
Mom,
a
but
believer of that. I think we
yeah,
have things work out how they're supposed to.
I'm still.
One day you'll look back and be like, I think that was supposed to happen.
Yeah, I get scared. I get scared of getting old and I don't know, not having my parents' support and
Yeah.
not knowing what I'm gonna do yet. Still, it's like that's why I'm doing the YouTube. And
Yeah, for sure.
I just thought, hey, well, there's a chance. You know, there's a chance I can do something and maybe it'll work out for me because it has for some people. There's people on YouTube like PewDiePie, if you've ever heard of that guy.
Yeah.
Some, you know, millionaire or whatever, multimillionaire who's on YouTube
Oh,
or
for sure.
a bunch of kids that started it up and they're like, oh yeah, it worked out for him,
Oh,
but
it has for sure.
for a lot of people. I mean,
Well, a lot of them, and you're like,
what do
this
you,
guy.
yeah, you're like, what do you do? Like they, you know what I mean? Like it's
I
not
know.
much more than just like they get on at their home and they just like say, well, hello, welcome to
Yeah,
my,
seriously.
and I'm like, geez, why can't it work out for me? It's like,
I know.
I want to just wake up in every day and go and do what I want to do and just be like have every day be so casual and not so the mindset that it's like I got to race.
Yeah.
I got to race to keep up with everyone and go and sit in front of the computer for 8 hours,
Yes, for sure.
you know, whatever else. So
You'll
yeah.
find it.
yeah, on YouTube you definitely see that. It's just like, oh yeah, there's some guy and all he does is he gets on the screen and says, hello, today
I know.
I saw this funny video.
Yeah,
And it's like he's a millionaire
yeah.
or whatever, so it happens.
It does happen.
It does happen.
A lot of times it's luck, and a lot of times it's connection, and it's weird how it happens. Then the trick though is once you get that,
Yeah, sure.
because like I feel like some of them, some of my kids love like perfect.
Okay, yeah, where they throw the basketballs. Yeah.
They're running out of content.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, exactly. They
But
do like
but people still watch it.
Yeah, I saw a while back they were like throwing basketballs out of an airplane
Oh yeah, they're
to like make
they're
baskets or
stretchy.
something. Yeah, exactly. And it's like, what are they? It's just like, yeah, they throw
Oh, and
basketballs.
they're like really.
Yeah, they throw basketballs into basketball hoops, and it's like, whoa.
They're like grown men screaming.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like,
I like them though.
I like,
They
yeah,
seem
exactly. They're
like
just having
nice
fun.
guys.
They're just having fun.
I know. I just am like, why are grown men yelling so much?
Yeah, see, that's what I wish I could just be like. I'm a professional, good guy.
Yes, for sure.
You know?
No, they seem like really good people. But
Yeah.
yeah, theirs gets a little.
I think it's tough for people and from my generation to an extent because in previous generations you were good at something
Yeah.
and you had success. But nowadays it is the internet adds like, yeah, there are people that just like they didn't say something funny once
Yeah.
and now they're
Now
millionaires.
they're.
And it's like
I know it's a lot.
it's like thrown off my ability to like, you know, my perspective of the world is really odd because it's like,
Yeah.
oh, if I just keep trying to do this, and like,
Yes, for sure.
if I do something right, then it's
Well,
like,
yeah,
oh,
you might bump into something. You never know.
yeah, that's like, it sounds like gambling though when you say it like that. You know what I mean? But like I said, I do have my degree, so
Yeah. No,
you know, whatever that's worth.
You have things. You have experience.
But
Have you ever heard of what's her name? Our Faux Farmhouse.
it's who?
Our Faux Farmhouse. She's like,
Okay.
she's a big blogger. But anyways, they were building a home. She got a job. She actually got a contract with Home Depot.
Oh, really?
And she was like, I was starting to go get, I was making more money posting something than like my doctor that went to school
Yeah.
12 years. And I actually like was starting to go really weird about like what I was doing. It is funny when you think like that. Like if people are making so much money
Yeah, it's just
posting a picture of a swing or something.
yeah. Or you know, getting a pie thrown in their face, and
Yeah,
it's just like,
for sure.
okay, you know, like I said,
Or hiding, like,
it's
your
messed with my
teeth.
work. My understanding of work values and
Yeah.
stuff like that. Because I'm like, if I just keep trying to do this, then eventually something might happen.
Oh,
But
for sure.
yeah.
I mean, we're all kind of.
I'm like I said, you know what? If I'm a nice person, I can at least say I went through life and didn't hurt anybody or anything like that. Just like get to the end and feel happy about that. Like,
Yeah.
you know, I can just say, yeah, like I was a good person
I was a good person. I tried hard.
and just like I feel like if I do that, I can say like, yeah, I did good.
Yeah.
You know, like because there's so many variables in this equation of life. It's hard to understand or put it in words sometimes.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes I sit back here and walk and I look at everybody walking. I'm like, this is so weird.
I know. And we're all just like staring at
Yeah,
the
exactly.
screen.
Everyone's just like, everyone's just walking. And I'm like, what are we all doing?
I know. I always want to go around and ask everyone what they're watching so I can find out a good show.
Oh yeah. Do you think people actually watch the TVs
Oh, no.
up top, or just like in their life what they're watching?
Oh, maybe they watch. I think just on their.
Oh, they watch.
I don't think people watch those.
Yeah, I never look up. I think it's kind of hard to look up at that and
Sometimes
walk on the treadmill.
this third TV, I'll look up and there's like people like licking feet or something. Have you ever watched that TV?
What
There's
is it?
like a weird show on that third screen.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll look up and there's like the weirdest thing. They need to change
Oh no, I've never seen it.
channel.
Never
No,
seen it
I
before.
really don't. And I don't think you can listen to those. Maybe
Oh.
you can.
Maybe those are
They have
radio
numbers.
stations. They've got to have those.
Oh, yeah. See, I
These
don't
have to
know
be
how
like
do that.
radio stations to tune into.
Yeah, I don't even know how to do that.
But see, yeah, exactly. What do you do? That an app on your phone or something like that? You know.
I know.
So,
I just have the Netflix app, but I always wonder what people are watching.
so you're just like people just watching stuff on their phone.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
that lady did. She was watching something. What are you watching?
Discovery of Witches.
Oh,
Pretty good.
is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I like
What's
to
it
get
on?
on Netflix.
Oh, okay.
I like to watch just procedural shows like
Yeah.
just finished The Blacklist.
That's what I'm watching.
Oh,
like the blacklist so far. So Rob told me about it.
What's up, guys? What's up, Honky Kong?
I'm only on season one.
I know I've been talking this whole time.
Yeah, I'm only on season one. I have a long way to go. I finished Gilmore Girls.
Sorry that I haven't been talking to chat. I've been talking to somebody on the next treadmill.
Yeah, I like Gilmore Girls. Yeah, if you ever have any shows. Israelites of the Mormon life. Oh, it's so dumb.
25-year-old daughter. She's like, yeah, it's a train wreck.
Oh my gosh. I got through like 2 or 3.
So how's everybody's day going?
Holy cow.
Yeah.
What we got in here? Messy Goat, Kate New, Mr. Monkey,
Oh, I got the 2.
La Petite Loutre. What's up?
This one,
Hi from Russia. Am I a priest? No.
it's really ghetto.
What's up, Russia? Okay, well,
Yeah, it's like really gross.
so how many kids do you have?
I have 4.
4 kids. Nice.
Yes. My oldest is in college. And my youngest is 13.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, they're kind of in that weird place.
Actually, my youngest sibling is the one who's married and has kids
Oh, really?
and stuff like that.
Isn't
Yeah.
that
So
funny?
yeah.
I know, I keep thinking, I actually don't think my one in college will like get married very early. She's very like, I don't know, she's like kind of like a checklist person.
Everything has to be perfect or something.
I kind of worry about that. Like, I'm like, just like live your life. But she has to like, I don't know, she has to do like things in order or something. She needs to relax a little bit.
Yeah.
But I try not to tell her that.
What's she studying?
She thinks, she actually doesn't know. She was going to do accounting, but now she's totally changed her mind.
Oh yeah. I think I switched my major like 5 times.
I know. She
So.
took 2 really hard accounting classes. She really liked it, but then she was like, I don't want to do this my whole, like you said, like be behind the screen. So she's probably going to do something like with business or something like that. I don't know. She actually the other day was like, I kind of want to be a teacher.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, oh, I don't know.
I think that's a tough job.
But it's so tough,
Yeah.
especially now.
I mean, half of it is entertaining people.
Yes.
You know what
for
I mean?
sure.
You have to have a plan to entertain people for like all day.
And
So.
this is a different generation, and kids like parents don't think their kids can do anything wrong. It's always the teacher's fault.
Yeah.
I just don't think it's as easy or it's like rewarding as they used to.
Well, I know that my nephews have to have like pronouns in front of their name.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I'd like to be as like he, him,
For sure.
or whatever. And it's like we didn't have that growing up for
No,
starters
it's
or
a
whatever.
whole
So
different thing. I think we need teachers, like great teachers, but I think these kids are like a whole different beast.
yeah.
I help out in the school a little bit, and I'm like,
Well, everyone has a phone for starters.
yes.
And I know the schools have to. I know the schools take away their phones and stuff like that.
They do
So.
kind of, but not really. Like they,
Oh really?
I don't know, they can't pay attention, none of them can pay attention. I don't think, I don't know. I think these kids like get away with murder and their parents don't. They blame everyone else.
Yeah, there's no I know that. Like I just know that from my sister's kids and stuff like that. They don't ever spank or
No.
You know what I mean? Like anything like that. It's like discipline is like completely. In this generation, there's no.
They're like these parents have become maybe a little bit like lazy
Just say no.
with that. Like they just it's not worth it to like I don't know. I guess
Yeah.
I am really old fashioned that way. And
But I have
probably should
heard
be
they're like you should never. I think it's an adult teaching style now that's like yeah you should never touch your kid. You know what I mean?
we're not really like we don't spank or anything, but
Yeah.
we do like my kids get their cards and their phones and they're like
I
really
don't know.
just taken away a lot.
Yeah, I'm like the least experienced person for this discussion.
No,
You know what I mean?
don't know either. And honestly, I don't know. I think they're just trying their best, but I don't. I think kids need to have respect for teachers.
I just know I think that's always been a hot topic in school. I remember it being like when I was watching the news as a kid one time, and it's like, oh yeah, should you spank your kids or not? And it's
Yeah.
like, I think it's always been
I know.
actually a
I
hot
don't know the right
topic.
answer on that.
I don't know. I just thought that it was like, yeah, kids are they get off the hook a lot easier
Yeah,
nowadays.
they do for sure.
But like I said,
Yeah,
I'm the least knowledgeable or experienced person
I
with
am.
that.
Well, I don't know what I'm doing. Obviously, I have no idea.
Every
My
parent
kids
says
are
that
trying
though.
their
For some,
best.
every parent says that. Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
That's the thing is I could never tell another mom or dad to be like, you should do this because I
Yeah.
have no idea. We're all just trying our best. No one's like trying to purposely mess up their children. But it is, I just think teaching would be really, really hard.
I think so too. I mean, if she doesn't like sitting in front of a screen, you're gonna be sitting there for hours every day, grading
I
papers
know.
and
And like shuffling things.
stuff like that.
The,
But great.
There is a really hard, she thinks elementary. There is a really, I don't remember this, but when I go up to the schools, there's a lot of children that struggle with sitting, like, not talking and bouncing off the wall
Yeah.
more than ever. I think it is because of screen time. So I'm like, that would be very hard as a teacher to be up there having a prepared lesson and having all these kids bouncing off the walls. I don't know what she'll do. I don't think she'll end up going that route. We'll see. I'd like her to do something with business.
Yeah.
None of my kids are like, I don't know, but I have one kid that wants to be a dentist. We'll see. None of my kids are super like.
If he does,
that way.
I would say you have to start preparing now for one class. It's called organic chemistry.
Oh, OChem, yeah. OChem's a whole different thing.
And it's like I almost think that now since I've like been to and taken it, it's like you might want to have like some private tutors or something about that one at some point in time.
Well, no, see, I wish they kind of started leading up to OChem. They have chemistry in high school, but it's different than OChem or inorganic chemistry. I wish they kind of were leading up to it.
Yeah, I couldn't do it.
'Cause you
I
jump right
did
into
everything. I did everything before that one class, and that's the one class I failed. And I was like, oh, I guess I'm not
it.
gonna be a
lot of
doctor
people
anymore.
fail OChem.
Yeah. So
At,
only class I ever failed.
oh, well, yeah, and I think that's one that is very
Yeah.
common to fail. The one at BYU that everyone fails, it's kind of the same thing as econ. But I'm like, there's nothing that leads up to econ. It's like kind of a different category. They almost need to do like intro classes to it. That's felt like 50% of the time. My daughter hasn't even taken it yet. But it's felt a lot. But I think there's nothing that they kind of intro into it. There's nothing that, and like stats, I feel like stats is a whole different thing.
Yeah.
Like nobody knows what the heck they're doing when they jump into it.
I try. I mean, I took summer classes. I went and did study groups. I did, you know what I mean? Just like, it's just a barrier.
Did you do OChem at SCU?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. What
So.
year were you there?
My first year there, I graduated in 09. So this had to be like 2012 or something like that.
My nephew would have graduate. He's trying to become a nurse anesthetist. But, yeah, he was good at CU. Yeah, he graduated in 2011. Yeah, that's when he graduated CU.
Like there's definitely a difference between people. I mean, this is just like from my experience of growing up in school. It's like there's like the really smart kids that do like a part of all the clubs that are like, and it's like I was like okay smart, you know, but
Yeah, that's kind of how I am.
it's like
I'm just like a mediocre person.
yeah, it's just like you know I wasn't in like the scientific Olympiad
Yeah.
kind of
Honestly,
thing
but
or
smarts
whatever.
isn't like necessarily an indicator of success all the time.
Yeah,
I think a lot of people just have different brains and it's all about hard work and creativity. Like a lot of really smart people end up being teachers. Or like, I don't know, a lot of like really, really smart people like graduate with math and end up working. There's a lot of people that are super smart that aren't really like making millions.
yeah.
Sometimes it's total luck. And connection a little bit, I think.
I think connection is pretty big too,
Yeah.
especially in the business world. If you get into business,
Oh, for sure.
so
If you have a connection to the Cubbies.
yeah, just my brother.
Oh, yeah.
He just worked for them at Utah State.
Oh, okay.
It's not like I don't think my we don't really know them or anything like that. So
Yeah, they have a lot of money.
yep.
One of their grandsons plays in the NFL. Britton Covey. Isn't he?
I'm not sure. I don't really know their family that well. Like I said, my brother
I
just
don't really either.
yeah.
I don't really know.
Well, I think I'm gonna go here.
Hey, well, nice chatting to you. I hope I didn't mess up your
Oh no, you're fine.
YouTube.
They're just talking to each other, talking to themselves.
That's awesome.
Who knows? Maybe they enjoyed it maybe more than listening to me
Oh, but
talk.
I hope I'm not on there. They're probably like, who's this old woman?
I saw someone on there once say like, blink twice if you're okay.
Oh.
It's just they're
Are you
just
being held
yeah
hostage?
yeah exactly. Nah, it's just they're just joking. But that's all right. I try and do different stuff every day. Sometimes I go and sit and stream on the mountain. Sometimes it just gets away from me.
Yeah,
And
that's awesome.
sometimes I don't feel that great, and so I'll just walk on the
Yeah.
treadmill. But
No, we all have our days. That's good you're consistent with it.
yeah, I try. I try to be, but I'm
No,
gonna
that's
go,
good.
guys.
I feel like sometimes I cannot even get out of bed.
Yeah. Well, there's my 2 miles for the morning.
Good job.